have bad news. Bad news. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a few highlights of our trip to Idaho. We just got back about a week ago. While we were there, I just filmed a little what we were doing. We went to the zoo and we did lots of fun stuff with family. And then on our way back, some kind of crazy things happened. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. We just made it to our first stop in West Yellowstone, so we're gonna get out. We just made it to a park. We're gonna have a snack and run around for a little bit. So far, Ava has been doing okay, but we've only been on the road for less than 2 hours, so we'll see how it goes for the rest of the time. Where's Ava? Where's Ava? Where is she? Where's Ava? Where is she? Oh, there she is. Our next stop was in Idaho Falls. There were lots of things to look at. It was super hot, but Ava had a fun time walking around and looking at all of the animals and the waterfall, and we also had some lunch here. I really just wanted to jump in because it was that hot. I maybe would have if I didn't have Ava, but oh well. We ended up making it safe and sound, and on one of the days we ended up going to the zoo, which was really fun. Ava had a good time. It was really hot again here, but it was super fun. What is that? My awesome cousin went to get this little pool for Ava, and she had a blast. She may or may not have made a run for it fully clothed and just went for it. The rest of the time we spent just running around town, seeing different things. We even went to a couple coffee shops just to see what was good, and I ended up being able to have dinner with an old teacher of mine. She moved to Boise after my sophomore year of high school, and now we're just really good friends, and it was so nice to see her and so nice to see the rest of my family that I don't get to see very often. On this day in particular, my cousin Ava and I went around town. We went to the village, which is what you saw earlier with the water, and now we are at Boise State Stadium, and we also went to what's called Freak Alley, which was super awesome. It's just a bunch of art that artists around town come, and I don't know if they have to pay for a spot or what the deal is there, but there's a lot of cool paintings and just people speaking their mind through their art, and so that was really neat. My cousin also plays golf and she's super good at it. She actually had a golf tournament while we were there, so we were able to go and watch half of it, which was really awesome. She is trying to get a college scholarship in golf, which is super cool. I hope she sticks with it. This was pretty much the end of our trip, but definitely stick around because you're going to want to know what happened next. So on our way to Boise, we stopped a few times, but we made it there in one day, and that was kind of stressful. We were gone all day long. It's usually about 7.5 hour drive, and it took us 11 hours just about with stopping and whatnot. And so on our way back, I was like, I'm not ready to do that again. So I decided to get a hotel in Idaho Falls. It was about halfway mark between there and home. So we stayed in Idaho Falls for a night, and then in the morning we got up and were set to leave at around 10 a.m. We got in the car at 10 a.m. and what do you know, my car wouldn't start. I have AAA, thanks Mom. But so I called AAA and I thought it may have been just the battery. I didn't think I left a light on because my car usually dings at me when I leave a light on and I'm like leaving the car or turning the car off. And so I called AAA for a jump and they came and nothing worked. They said the battery was fine, so the guy said it could be the starter. And so I called AAA back again and got a tow truck to take us to a shop. I had to call around a little bit to see what shops could get us in that day. So I called one shop and they were available to look at it. Meanwhile, it was stressful. We didn't even have a hotel. We couldn't go anywhere. And Ava was like all over the place as usual for a toddler. Finally got a tow truck, and when I was talking to AAA, they said that we would have to find our own transportation to the shop. And so I was like, great, now I'm gonna have to find an Uber or something. I've never really Ubered. I think I have once, and so that was a little freaky to me. But anyway, the guy, the tow truck driver, was really nice, and I think he probably felt bad for us, so he ended up taking us anyway. So we got to the shop. They said it would be a couple hours before we would know anything, and so I was like, okay. And they were so nice. They offered to like drive us to go get lunch or something. I really didn't know where to go because I don't really know Idaho Falls that much or that well. And so we just stayed there in their lobby. I was a little anxious about Ava acting up or whatnot, but she ended up doing great, and I think us being there made them also feel bad for us, so they kind of put a rush on figuring out what was wrong with my car. They at one point said, okay, it's not the starter, so it's going to take longer to figure out what it is, and a little while later they came back and he said, I have bad news. bad news. And I was like, oh, okay, great. And he said something along the lines of, the transmission is shot. My car is not going anywhere. And so that's great. We're just me and Ava stranded in a place that's 4 hours away from home. So I was talking to my husband and my mom that whole time and kind of updating them and seeing what was going on. And so I called my husband. I was like, you need to come get me tomorrow. And oh my gosh, my poor husband, because he has been working so much. So anyway, he ended up bringing a truck over the next day, Friday. We got a hotel again for that night. The people from the shop said they'd give us a ride to the hotel, so they did. Got back to the hotel. We had a good, just relaxing night. It was nice. And then we got up in the morning and got all of our stuff together. We waited for Alex to come get us. We went to the U-Haul place, got the truck. Actually, they wouldn't let us haul my car on one of like behind the truck that we had.
for whatever reason, so we ended up having to get a big box truck. And so I drove the big truck home and Alex drove the box truck with my car attached to it home, and that took 6 or 7 hours, maybe longer, I'm not sure, when I was only supposed to take 3.5. So anyway, that's fine. We finally got home, and it was kind of a pain to get my car off the trailer because along our road there's always a lot of cars parked, so it was difficult to find space for the trailer to get my car backed up, and obviously it wasn't starting, so we had to just push it, and it was just Alex and I and Ava. So that was crazy. We're still not sure what we're gonna do with my car. Not gonna fix it because it's gonna cost over $5,000 to fix it, and that's just not worth it to us. So we're trying to figure out what to do as far as a vehicle for me for the future, and what to do with my car. It's not paid off yet, so we have to figure that out. So anyway, besides all the car troubles, we had a great time in Boise seeing our family and just having fun and having a nice time. So that is all for this video. So if you want to see other videos, definitely subscribe to my channel. I'm on a journey to 1,000 subscribers, and so I would really, really love it if you would subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot. So I will see you guys in another one. Bye bye.